Kill67 Gaming here. This week we're not having our generation challenge. We still haven't really decided what we're going to do going forward.
But if you do have any suggestions, obviously leave them in the comment section.
Because it looks like we may have to start going over and doing the same ones that we've done before. But
if you do have any suggestions, as I have said, just leave them in the comment section. And if you do leave them, you might be the lucky person who gets to choose.
But we'll have to do something since we're on camera now. And we've decided that we're going to just share a few games that we've picked up since our last haul.
It's not as big as others have been, but it is a reasonably sized haul.
It's alright.
But this might be one of our last hauls for this year.
Well, that'll be one of them.
Yes. It'll be one of them, but it's probably going to be the second last one.
So, who's going first?
I think you can go first.
I can go first, right. Well, first one picked up not this month, it's just since the last one, is this game here. This is Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time. As you can see in big letters, it says not to be sold separately, so of course this was sold separately. I'm guessing that at some point it was bundled in with a PS2.
Or like another Prince of Persia game maybe, or something
anyway,
like that.
Didn't have this game. Even you quite like Prince of Persia.
Yeah, I've played some of the ones that I think were on the PlayStation 3 maybe or something. I can't remember exactly which console they were on.
So we'll pick.
No, it was Xbox Original actually.
That might be right.
Yes.
So we'll pick this up. And haven't tried it yet, but I'm sure we'll get round to it at some point.
Next up for the Xbox 360 is Crysis 3. This is actually just recently went backwards compatible, if I'm not mistaken, hasn't it?
So we can play this on Xbox One.
Crysis 3 is essentially a shooter, which I love, so I will probably get around to playing it. If you can see on the back there, it shows a bit of the action in that. But yeah, it seems like a really good shooter, and I think I'll get really enjoyed into it.
This next one is one pure nostalgia for me because I loved the game back in the day. This is International Superstar Soccer 2 on the Nintendo GameCube. Now I didn't actually play this one on the GameCube myself. I've always been more of a PlayStation gamer. But this game, for those that know, this was the precursor to Pro Evolution Soccer. Which is of course just an all-conquering football game franchise nowadays.
With FIFA as well.
Yeah.
They're like the two big ones.
But this is the one that I really like. Always loved Konami's football games, and that is one that's just pure nostalgia for me.
Right, next up for the PlayStation 4 is Rabi-Ribi. I played this game a little bit, and I really enjoy it.
Try and explain this game then. This is a very Japanese game.
You would be able to tell, but essentially it is a 2D pixelated platformer.
I would say Metroidvania.
But it does obviously have Metroidvania aspects, but the bosses are more of bullet hells. So it's sort of like...
It's unique.
It's a very unique game actually, and essentially the story is that a girl called Arena.
But you're not a girl.
No, you are a rabbit that has transformed into a human but has kept your bunny ears, and
it's very, very Japanese.
It is very weird, but it is very good, and I'd recommend picking it up.
And speaking of very weird Japanese games,
the weirdest game in the world,
Galgun Double Peace. And what the actual hell is this?
Why was this made?
I picked this up with Rabi-Ribi because they were reasonably priced. I thought, I like Japanese things, and if we thought Rabi-Ribi was weird, yeah.
Yeah, honestly, don't play this game. It's so weird. It's probably the weirdest game in the world. But yeah, I don't get how it's a PEGI 16 either. Honestly, How is it PEGI 16?
How is it a game?
Yeah.
Anyway, so we've got that as well.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is the last PS4 game, but it is Call of Duty World War II. This was one that I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that it was the first one that brought back boots on the ground. It was either that or Modern Warfare Remastered. But essentially, it has a really detailed campaign, and I haven't played it yet, but I will get around to playing it. The multiplayer is actually quite fast-paced in that, and they actually did add shipment from Modern Warfare, which is weird. But also the zombies is really detailed and really gory, essentially. Like the detail in the zombies, literally, if you can see.
And it's a much better game than Black Ops 4 because it's got a game.
Yeah, I've actually played Black Ops 4 on that, and I don't mind the multiplayer. It's not bad in that, but they have reused maps and that. And in Black Ops, I've unlocked 2 characters.
Yeah. And next one again, this pure nostalgia for me. Although not on this system originally, this is another GameCube game. It is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. Anybody who's of an age where you remember PS1, PS2, you know all about Tony Hawk's games because they were huge.
A Tony Hawk game on the 360, actually.
That was a remaster of the first one. Aye.
But it was still obviously good. Next up for the 360 is Crisis 2. Another backwards compatible one. So yeah, essentially it's the exact same except with a different story, I believe, in different places that you go. But it's the exact same
all
concept.
The Crisis games because the first one was a PC exclusive, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So you got
so
all
this
the console
is all
ones.
the console ones that you can get, and they're both backwards compatible.
Last one for me for this time. This is Valkyria Revolution. Not so long ago, picked up Valkyria Chronicles on the PS4. Really liked it. So picked this one up, and this one is even better.
And it was actually quite cheap as well.
Surprisingly, it was quite good. But it's like an action RPG set in a sort of pseudo. Well, it's not like a pseudo Second World War this time. It's more like a pseudo Crimean War. Yeah.
I haven't played it. So.
Absolutely brilliant game. If any of you could get the chance to pick it up and play it, I definitely recommend you do it. So, just great.
Now, last one for the haul. It is another 360 game. It seems as if this one has been sort of dominated by Xbox. A bit.
Well, not really.
Well, PlayStation's had like 3 and Xbox's had like 4 or 5 or something. But it is Red Faction Armageddon. And don't let this sticker fool you. This box is not empty. So essentially Red Faction...
That's really sophisticated anti-theft technology, isn't it?
Yeah.
Putting a sticker on it says this box is empty.
Red Faction is essentially a game where it's a bit like GTA in a sense, except it's on Mars and you can destroy every single
When you say it's
building.
like GTA, it's like it's the third person big open world sandbox game.
Yeah. Where you can use like guns or weapons and that, and you can
climb in and out of vehicles and all that. Yeah.
But you can destroy massive buildings with a hammer as well. But yeah, it is also a shooter in a sense. Well, the combat is mainly shooting and that, but it is on Mars, so there is low gravity in that. So, but yeah, I have actually played another Red Faction game, but and it was quite good. I just couldn't get right into it, and I just forgot about it and played more different games and that. But it is a really good game, and I would actually recommend it to fans of the third-person shooters.
And that's us.
Yes. That's us for this month. And
I hope you've enjoyed that as a little change from usual Gen Challenge.
Yeah.
We will sort out what we're doing next.
Yeah, we will try it, but as I have said twice, if you do have any suggestions, just leave them in the comment section below. But that is all for this video.
It is.
So
until next time.
If you haven't already, give us a like, a share and a subscribe, and turn the notification bell so you get notified on when we upload. And we will see you in the next video.